Hey guys, JuV Day 28, and today was meant to be one that I've put this video back a bunch, and it's not going to be how I wanted it to be, but oh dear, I was really wanting to do a video of like doing next month's bullet journal, and I've never gotten going with it. I meant to get started on it much sooner, and then other videos and things have really taken a bit of a front seat, and this has taken a back seat, and I've not gotten to working on it. So this is the space that's meant to have it, and it's just penciled in what each page is meant to be, and it's not happened yet. So I'm going to walk you through my process for working on my bullet journal. It's probably not that exciting, but it's something. I've got my process. So obviously I started off by planning out on a notebook how many pages I need and what I'm going to do to make sure that it's an even one, so that it ends on a double page spread and doesn't like split up two different pages. So I've got 4 months left in this particular book, and I think that it's got some promise. So next month's one is going to have a cover, a calendar, a goals page, a mood tracker, 5 weeks worth, one of which is only 1 day, and 3 days rather, a project tracker, media lists, and a monthly stats and favourites. But it's like each of the weeks, which is not just about 3 or 4 days or less, is 2 pages, and so they're all double page spreads, and I'm not sure what sort of project I'm going to be doing next month, if I'm even going to. I kind of want to just not, but I don't. I kind of need to find something to put in that page, otherwise, or I have to stop doing the. I can get another page for another month, I guess, but one of the next things that I usually do is, because this book, the paper is very thin and bleeds a lot. If you look at some of the earlier ones where you can really see a lot of bleed through in this from where things have gone through, so I've been sticking thick pages in more, like sticking stuff on. So I would next be sticking in the additional pages into this, so that I can sort of do that. But I would be doing a lot of mapping out at this stage as well. So if there's things that, for example, what's a good example? I've been mainly just drawing, but for example, this one from February, I stuck in individual bits, not just one huge page, and that kind of has to inform the process a bit as well. So that's a bunch of like mapping out and planning the layout is pretty big. It's something that I usually try and do something along the lines of, this is one of my standard layouts of like having 4 days on this page, 4 things on this page, well, 3 days and a stats box on the second page and a title at the top of the first page. I've been moving away from doing that all the time nowadays, but it's still one of the ones that I get to a lot. But I also, this book has been letting me do things across multiple pages a bit better. The previous books had a big ring in the middle of them, but I've been doing more with this layout of lines across and dividing it up that way. But I've also been doing a bunch of other things along all sorts of lines, and it's getting there. It really is. At that stage, I've usually worked out what each page is going to look like a bit, so, and then I will start doing some pencils to stick them in, like however I'm going to do it. So for say this one, I drew out all of the lips and sort of had an idea of the cross section effectively, and had drawn out like a set of lines to sort of make that nice and neat, so that it would fit like that. After that, I've usually done something with the inks. If I'm drawing something, I am inking it in. I use these Stapler Tri Plus fine liners, generally speaking. That's my main ones for doing stuff in the bullet journal. I do use a set of these Tri Plus colour fibre tips as well for thicker lines, and colouring in I use some Stapler double-ended watercolour brushes for like they've got double ends on them, so one's a sort of more calligraphy end and one's more of a watercolour end. It's like a brush and a it's a bit of a weird one, and I try and do a lot of these things in such a way that it's not too much bleeding through from the previous page, but even with stuff stuck in, you can kind of still see a little bit of the TARDIS poking through, and that was stuck in on the next page. Oh boy. I think that's most of the art side of this. Like, that's a lot of the process. I don't know that I've got much more intriguing stuff to add to it, but like I have been trying to do more with like different trackers and things, different monthly trackers. So I will usually have recently like a mood tracker, so some sort of space for each day, and then either a colouring key, or like with these Daleks, or like with this, it was just all descriptive. I was using words to explain it, and I kept using the same words. Exhausted and very tired. Well, that was April though, so. But I also have been doing a lot of like trackers for projects themselves. So April, May and June's ones have all been ones where it's like a descriptive thing. So obviously that was all the photos that I took, just a description of those photos. And for April's one, it was just the title of the video. That's what I've been doing in June as well. But previously I've done these trackers where it's been more of a colouring in progress bar, effectively, is what I'm trying to find an example of one, but I don't think I've done one in this book, maybe. That's another good example, is the NaNoWriMo tracker that I did, which was number of words in bananagrams tiles. Was this one that had a... oh yeah, it was Vito. Yeah, I'm not finding good examples for that one. Oh well. But I do like having this whole cover, calendar, goals sometimes end up getting bundled in with calendar because there's space there in the calendar where there's not like days, if that makes sense. But sometimes it is just not, the layout doesn't work for that, and yeah, and like each week is good. I get to sort of vary up my design sensibilities quite a bit, and I'm liking doing trackers for things. I do like doing these trackers, but yeah, the media lists and monthly stats and favourites are also working pretty well for me in a lot of ways. Less this month because I've just been so busy, but in general, they've been a pretty good thing for me. So, yeah. I think that that's enough insight into the way I do bullet journaling, for now at least. I really hoped to have more to show you, but I don't. So, commitment update for June going into July is probably going to be a little delayed while I try and scramble madly to get this, the bullet journal done for next month. I had a plan for what I was going to do, and then I find myself really uninspired by it, so it can wait for another month and I'll try and do something else. At the moment I'm leaning towards a theme of movies, but I'm less than enthused about that at the moment as well. Not quite sure what I want to do for July's bullet journal. Really not. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts on bullet journaling are. I'd love to know, so tell me down there. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you remember to like and share it and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails over there to see other videos by me, click on the link in the description down below to join my Discord, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the next day of JuV. Bye!